Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of One Arm Wednesday. Today, we are going to talk about the setup to the one arm pull up. So, this might not be about form necessarily, but we're going to talk about things that you should do right before you lead up to attempting your one arm pull up or assisted one arm pull up training. So, let's break it down. You know what to do. If you do enjoy the content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for all future One Arm Wednesday videos. So let's start talking about the setup to the one arm pull up. And this is everything that I like to think about leading up to the moments before you attempt this exercise. Now, for me, I break this down into two different categories, and that is kind of the selection of the environment that you're going to be in. And then the last is kind of your pre one arm pull up routine that you're going to be going into. So, when we talk about selecting the correct environment, this is what I like to think about the type of pull up bar that you're going to be selecting. When I was on vacation recently, I had a bar that was way too thick. So attempting a one arm pull up was very challenging because the requirements on your grip and forearm strength were just way too hard compared to the bar that I normally use at the gym. So you want to be able to find a pull up bar that has a grip that is you're able to fully get your hand around the bar and have a comfortable, solid grip on it. You also want to think about how slippery the bar is. Do you need to add something like chalk or maybe some sort of grippies on your hand so you can actually hold on to it? Or is there a knurling on it where you're able to get that good, solid foundational grip? Everything that goes into it is going to be important just to make sure you're able to functionally do the movement and not be held back by either limitations in grip or forearm capacity. And then on top of that, you want a pull up bar that's going to be a proper height. So think about this as you want to be able to dead hang on one arm and have your feet off of the ground. I know a lot of people will sometimes not have the ability to do so, but I like finding one where you can actually fully hang and have your legs fully straight as a good way to be able to maintain the movement. I like to also have a box that I can kind of step off onto as opposed to jumping onto the bar. This allows you to get the right grip that you want to use for the one arm pull up and not either have to adjust mid air and sap some of your strength or use a subpar grip while attempting your one arm pull up. So, to start off, just make sure that you are selecting the right pull up bar for you. If you aren't able to, you might have some limitations in the short run. But then when you are able to finally swap over to that right pull up bar, you'll be able to see, crazy gains and just see how the body reacts once you're able to actually have that great pull up bar to use. Another thing to think about is just the environment itself that you're in. Are there too many distractions around you? Is the music good? Are there good vibes, good people around that can help encourage you? Um, there's a lot of things that you want to think about just in the actual place you're in itself. Is it too hot, too cold, just right? For me, I notice something weird when I go to my gym. The smell is something different and it kind of triggers the I'm ready to work out mentality. When I work out at home, I just don't get that same kind of mental shift. But when I go into the gym, there's something about just this gym like smell that just kind of clicks in my head and I'm able to perform a little bit better. So make sure you find an environment that you're in that you feel like you are dialed in and ready to go for your one arm pull up. And the second aspect I want to cover is the pre one arm pull up routine. For me, I'm very particular with how I approach it. And it's really just getting in the mindset of you are about to attempt this. What do you need to do to be able to be successful? So for me, I always do the same thing. I take 2 deep breaths at the bottom of the box, two on top, and then I get my hands into position and then go through my motions. I will also use this time to checklist off certain things to think about. Things like squeezing my bicep, the rotation, keeping my core tight. This is a great way to kind of set up and get yourself flipped from thinking about other distractions in the world, work, someone that just walked by screaming something crazy, just resetting and getting focused on this present moment. So that way you can go and give the attempt the best possible attempt. I know a lot of people might go up and they finish a workout and they're like, wow, I can't even remember how much effort I gave today. Being present in the movement is highly important. So that way you can get the most out of it. So take those few seconds, have a checklist in your head, relax, focus, and go for it. So, those are my ideas on the setup of the one arm pull up. Let me know in the comments down below if you have additional things that you like to do when you are doing your pre one arm pull up routine, or if there's anything else you like to think about in the environment itself that you are training in. And subscribe to the channel, like the video if you do enjoy it, and let me know what should be next week's content in the comments. Take care, everyone. Let's go get that one arm pull up.